All right, everybody, what is good? What's up and what's popping? It is your boy MarcusJDestin, and I am back with another episode of InstaViews. This is episode two. I want to thank Les the Genius for being on episode one. Today, I have a very, very special guest, somebody I am a new fan of, but a big fan of, Cam Cokas. Okay, I have him here with me, as you can see. Very, very beautiful young man. Man, he's got the vibes going on in the back too, as well. But before we get started, I do want to take some time and play his latest hits. All right. But before we get there, InstaViews, for those of you that don't know, is a chance that I get to interview some of the illest people, people that I am just a huge fan of, personalities, artists, new people. Just my chance to give you some of the illest people in an instant. All right. So that is what InstaViews is. I have a very special lineup of people to interview. And it's just really dope. And I'm just happy that people give me this type of access to themselves, especially in these times of the quarantine when they don't have to. All right. So, without further ado, this is Cam's latest hit, Hurts Inside, a very, very good song. Very, very good song. I was listening to this morning in the shower. And it was just really good, man. I listened to your whole discography between this whole week. I just took the week to just really play it and get into it, man. Really
Yes.
dope stuff.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Hurts Inside, released in March, March 20th, and here we go.
to me that's my lost love.
Ooh, smooth, man.
Show me that you're capable of feeling something magical, something inescapable. 'Cause you told me that I wasn't right for you. Something in me told me I should pursue. You know it hurts inside when I see you walking with someone else. Change my mind, 'cause I don't want to be here all by myself. Sometimes I find myself.
So that is Hurts Inside by Cam Cokas. As you can tell, man, I can't stop. Like, this is very smooth, man. Very sultry, very, very, very smooth. So without further ado, I have, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary, whatever it is that you're into. Cam Cokas is here with me today. We are just gonna chat it up, man. What's up, man? What's going on with you?
What's going on? I was just at just chilling at the lake,
Yeah, yeah, really.
uh, enjoying the view.
Yeah.
Brought my guitar. Um, yeah, just trying to write as much music as I can.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought you gotten busy. Your pen's been busy during this quarantine.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
been like doing online classes, and other than that, I've been doing music and just like trying to keep myself like as busy as possible. Because if you just kind of do nothing or like I don't know, I feel like if you're just watching movies, like there's only so many movies you can watch without
Mhm.
being like, oh, like this is like the 30th movie I've watched. Like, because if you watch a movie, like no harm done, but like 30 movies in a row might be like, unless it's a marathon, it
Mhm.
might just be like, I don't know, it might like take you out of like where you're at. So what I'm trying to do is just trying to like ground myself to where I'm at, who I am, and
Mhm.
just kind of reflecting on like everything that my life has led up to and making the best music that I can from
Mhm.
those experiences. And yeah,
That's I think that's really dope, man. And I think the best part about that is, you can hear that in your music. So like, just I literally went through everything you had. Now my preferred DSP is like is Spotify. So I just going through everything that you had on Spotify, and everything just really sounds so like filled with emotion. Every like word, every like the music and everything just really is puts me in a different type of headspace. You know what I'm saying? And so like everything you're saying makes sense, and I could tell that it's like the honest truth of how you like. maybe like how you relate to your music. Does that like help you write? Does that help you get through the schoolwork and the writing and the recording and stuff like that?
Yeah, it lets me like have something to look forward to because I mean I finished up so much work yesterday and I was
Mm,
like, okay, it's Friday, but like I still had work and I was like, wow.
yeah,
Um, but after this, I'm gonna do my music, so it felt better getting it done and being like, okay, now I can work on something that I'm really like passionate about and I'm gonna love and enjoy and like that is work in itself, but it's not work that you don't want to do. It's
yeah,
work that you're willing to do because you have a drive, and that's just like that's the best type of work because no one can stop you from doing that
yeah.
on something. So it's yeah, like today I work like on music for like 6 hours
Mm.
and I'm just trying to like yeah, I'm just trying to make an album together.
Yeah,
So
no, I like it, man. Hey, listen, like I said, I'm not mad. Do whatever you got to do.
yeah,
I definitely agree with that whole. There's only so much Netflix and TV that you can watch. At some point, you do have to kind of like lock in, and maybe that's just a creative thing. Because I don't even watch a lot of TV. I don't watch like a lot of like different things. I watch enough to stay like in the know, but really I would prefer outside of homework and being like bushed with homework. Like I really would prefer just writing music or creating some type of a content, keeping busy in some type of way to really keep my mind on its toes, just trying to do something new. So I feel like I relate to that a little bit. Okay, so tell me, um, what do you rep? Where do you rep? Where are you from? Tell me a little bit about you.
whatever. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm North Raleigh. Uh, although I got friends all around town, but that's just where that's where I grew up. I'm all about like just meeting different people,
Mm-hmm.
wherever you're from. It doesn't matter. Like I just want people to just talk to each other, like regardless of where you come from, like anything, because we all just gotta learn from each other. Like I feel like there's so much division going on,
Mm-hmm.
and like people who even are like, oh, I'm this and that, I'm this political party, I'm this political party, but they will not talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So then we can't actually have the conversation of like, why do you believe this? Why do you believe this? Because people are just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna close. So yeah, I'm just open. Like I really just want people to talk about their truth, and yeah, I've just been really, really pushing that with everyone I've been hanging around, like my brother,
Mm-hmm.
some friends. Like I'm just being really honest and open, and yeah, I'm just not here for the fake. Not really.
I
So
like it. I like it. So like
want
with
people
you
to real.
with you saying that, this new music that you're writing, this new process that you're in, because I look at your Instagram stories and you seem to be locked in, and you're writing, you're doing something new. Does that this mindset that you're in of just being truthful and just being honest and just keeping it a buck with people, like is that like what is that going to sound like in the music?
Um, I think it's gonna sound like hmm, I think it's gonna give more life to it. I think
Mm,
it's really gonna like the song is gonna be like more of a living thing
mm-hmm,
than kind of like something you just listen to like go to a party or something. Because
mm-hmm,
I don't want to make party music. Like I would do it for money maybe, but not my own stuff because that would just depress me and like be like, wow, people are really out here. And nothing wrong with making party music, but I think for me, I just want to be everything to have like a purpose for being there. And you listen to it and you're like, wow, like there's actually a story here.
mm-hmm.
And I'm just really taking the time to like write and like be careful in my writing to not just kind of put something to put something. I really want to like put something deliberately. And I've been like studying a lot like of Marvin Gaye and like how like he just kind of took us a turn
Hmm.
and just started writing about like everything real in his life. And like this documentary I just watched made me really inspired to just keep persisting with like real real life struggles and real life, whether it's physical, emotional, like anything. Real life is like, that's what we got to hear. Because if it's not real life, then it's like, what, an illusion? Like, I don't know. Like, I think for me, I just don't want to be living a fantasy. So
Yeah.
like, I want to be, raw and unfiltered.
I listen. I love it, man. I am all about. I would never. I relate to that a lot. I would never want to put out anything that forces me to then live a different life than like what I was originally living. I don't want to be phony. I don't want to be fake. I want to be transparent as possible to the point where people accept me for who I am. So if you're listening and you're a fan, I know that you're an honest and genuine fan, and you're not just here for when I only drop the party hits or when I drop the radio singles. Like, you're gonna be rocking with me whether I'm crying in the booth, or you're gonna be rocking with me whether I'm spitting bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I really do relate to that. I really like, and I like that philosophy, and I agree with it 1,000%. So, and I'm liking the vibe so far, man. I can hear it in the music. That's the thing, though. You're talking, and all you're doing is really telling. You're only solidifying what I'm hearing in your music, and I think that that's the best part. Those are my favorite types of artists. Like mainstream, I don't. You can put as many labels as you want to on it, but like real is real. No matter how big you are or how small you are, real is real. And I think that that's just dope as fuck, man. For you to just be honest as possible and transparent. Uh,
Right?
So, when did you get into music? Like, where did this start, and what made you so passionate about it?
Hmm. So I got into music when I was like 9. I
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like, I took piano lessons and then I just kind of like make my own music, um, and show it to the teacher. And he, later on, my same teacher would be promoting other people to write, but I was writing like without any, I just wrote naturally because I was like, I really just want to make things. So I just kind of wrote piano music and like, uh, I think my first song was like 9, but I didn't really have lyrics. And then as I went on, I wanted to sing, and I like sang a bit, but like I really started singing when I was like 15. Like I sang out, and yeah, it was like a way different experience because I was kind of nervous,
Mm-hmm.
and at this point, like I've been actually taking a break from singing like out as much as I have been. So I'm kind of like a little anxious to get back out there, but I've been like practicing and making sure that when I do perform, it's gonna be like the best that I can do. So and I started playing guitar at like 15 as well, and just kind of like sit down and like figure it out. And yeah, so I'm self-taught at everything except for piano and saxophone. So
Wow.
yeah,
How many
I like,
instruments do you play?
I play piano, sax, guitar, bass, drums. Um, what else do I have? I mean those main 5, and then like
Yeah.
I can play like, I don't know, like the organ,
Yeah.
uh,
Anything adjacent to those same five instruments?
anything adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. So I'm listening. I listen to your music a lot. Like I said, I've been listening to your music a lot. I think one of the dopest things, um, is what makes it appealing is your voice plus the whatever string instrument it is, whether it's a guitar, electric, whatever it is, plus the drum. And I think the dopest part is when you're singing over top of the guitar, and then you get the nice kicks that come in, into your beats and stuff like that. I think that is one of the dopest things. That is like, man, this guy's very. It gives me like a lot of people like a Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson used to make me so like happy when I listened to his music.
Yeah.
Just like a while ago, and like yours gives me that same like I'm supposed to be on the beach, or I'm supposed to be like somewhere some it did, like obviously depending on the song, but like some like I really get this feeling of it's like a very light, like a refreshing sound where usually things kind of come in gritty or grungy. It just it's very refreshing, and that's the best word that I can use. I think for your music. So when you create your music, you create your art. Where do you get your beats and your instrumentals? Do you create this from scratch with the instruments that you have, or do you find them, or is it a mixture of both?
Uh, I don't really sample that much. If I'm gonna sample, I'm gonna be doing something for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I usually like I have this guitar. This is the guitar that I just got. It's like this so it's like this classical guitar, and I was just really digging like the sound of classical guitar because I have this other acoustic, but it wasn't giving me the sound that I wanted, so I picked up this one.
Man.
So this is like
That's dope, man.
a nice I'm not like a pro, but I just like
Yeah.
instruments, so I try to get like the next instrument I want to get is some like a European folk instrument. I want to get something like
Mm.
that's like I know, yeah, I want to get like something that really adds to like my sound palette, and yeah, I just really like getting new instruments. So
I think that's dope, man. I really think that's cool. I was never able to play like guitar or any like a piano. I never just picked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to. I thought that was the dopest thing, and so I do enjoy seeing people who not just play because anybody can read the music and play, but somebody who can really put their energy into playing. And you can feel and kind of almost like it's kind of weird, but you can see it come out when they play the music. You know what I'm saying? Like that
yeah,
sound sounds like you. It's kind of hard to explain. Like if you don't really listen to enough music or stuff like that sounds like you. And I think that that's the dopest part. I think that's really cool, man.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's really cool. So give me your top two inspirations like when it comes to music. You mentioned Marvin Gaye, but like do you have any other inspirations when it comes to making music?
um good question. I listen to as much music as I can.
Yeah.
I listen mainly, and this is like always I go back to my favorite genre is R&B,
Mm,
because it's just so like it just spans so many different like sounds. All of this like there's like psychedelic, experimental, like
hmm
whatever you want to call it. Like there's just so many different, I guess like subgenres that like have so many different sounds. Yet people are always like, I'm gonna stamp this as R&B,
yeah.
and then they like, oh, they're like, oh, you're this color, so you must be like, they kind of like stamp people based on like that's how the music industry works. Like they
hmm
were like, oh, Lil Nas X, this is not country. Like
hmm
he was like, no, this is a country song. Like, and that's what I kind of want to go into the music industry and just kind of like say, hey, like we don't need to like exist in these genres, but like what we can do is kind of push the boundaries open, and then like have new artists of all kinds just
hmm
kind of like infiltrate, so that we'll be able to better like have more artists working together. Because it's like, there's always like artists like, oh, I only work with these artists, I only work with these. Why can't we all work with each other? Like,
hmm
why can't we just, and I'm not like, EDM's its own thing.
hmm Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like not really
Hey, everybody, not but EDM's a little bit hard. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. It's a little hard to get a country EDM song, but I'd be interested if anybody can do it and bridge the gap. They make some money.
So I would say my top two inspirations would be uh growing up,
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of like, I guess like I would say the styles out here were older. So I listened to a lot of 70s music.
Okay.
and that was kind of like, I still love it. Like when I was a kid, I was like, this. I would just play it. I would play like Fly and Earth, Wind and Fire
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Elton John
yeah.
and
The stuff that doesn't get old.
yeah, because it's
Yeah,
so like, it makes me feel good, and the sound is so like pure, and I'm like, I really just want to make stuff that is not gonna like be held down by trends. So I would say Prince is like, I
mm.
I've definitely not even heard all of his songs, but like I've heard a lot, and he just does like he just does a completely different style every single song, and
Yeah,
I'm just blown away like how many different styles he can do of
mm-hmm.
like different types of music. Like he's a true like craftsman. So
Mm-hmm.
uh yeah, I really like him. I think he's, I don't know if we'll have another Prince, like, because people could say Bruno Mars is like Prince, but I would say he's less innovative than
Mm-hmm.
Prince.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to do things, but he's not as innovative and
Mm-hmm.
as like, I'm gonna push the boundaries further and like really blow away people. So Prince is like number one. And then number two, I'd say Ed Sheeran, because
Yeah,
I started listening to him when I was in middle school, and I was like, wow, like he made me want to sing. I was like, oh
yeah.
my god, like he's just playing over this guitar, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what really wanted to me to make myself teach myself guitar, because I was like, wow, because Prince would be like, and I'd be like, I don't know about that, like that, I don't know if I can do that yet,
Yeah,
but like, but playing all these like chords, and now I'm like, I think I could definitely surpass Ed Sheeran in a guitar battle.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not Prince though. So I'm trying to like get past like
You
whatever.
gotta. It's a slow build. It's a
Yeah.
slow build. Yeah, no. I feel you. I feel you. I like that. I like that. I love Ed Sheeran, and of course, who doesn't love Prince? I think that you'd be crazy not to appreciate music and not love Prince. But Ed Sheeran is definitely a sleeper for me. I feel like he's not really appreciated as much as he should be, but his genre is a little bit hard for people to really constantly listen to. You got to kind of be in a mindset to listen to Ed Sheeran. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But I think those are two good inspirations to have. Yeah. So, okay. So here we go. What out of your discography, and this could be beyond SoundCloud, if you have things that are unreleased, if you have things on SoundCloud or anything like that. But what are your? We're gonna do your top two songs of yours and one underrated song of yours.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I would say my top two songs would be "Hurts Inside" because
Yeah.
that's like something that I really just kind of I worked on for a couple of days, like recording wise, writing. Like I kind of like really just sat with it and made the best that I could. And now like it's easier for me. The more I do that, the easier it is to really approach songs with like, how can I make this like, because I'm a perfectionist, and I like, even now I'm like, there's things wrong with it, but like
Mm-hmm.
I know that I'm just thinking too hard, and I'm thinking like looking too into it. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I just need to find a new process where I'm able to like make songs, I guess, more like efficiently, because I made uh everything. I would say everything is another one I really like, because I made that in an hour and
Man.
recorded it, and I was like, so yeah, the difference is like I recorded that in an hour and I did this one in like a couple of days, like vocally. So it, yeah, it, I think the difference is important. And my underrated song I would
Mm.
say is Promise, because
Okay.
I really like what I was doing on that, and I think it's just like we all need time to ourselves, and I was expressing that in that song, like being with someone else, like, and it was about my ex, and I was like, being with someone else is, it's hard to witness, it's hard to see. So like Hurts Inside and then like Promise is like they're almost on the same like
Same,
side of the
same,
coin.
same story. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but I'm glad I got those off my chest because it really helped. Like, I don't know, just like it helped me like therapy. So I think it's an underrated song, but also I think it sounds cool. So like
Yeah.
I was like surprised that I don't know. I was surprised that it didn't go further.
Yeah.
But I think the more I release, the more people are gonna look back. So
Yeah.
I'm excited because I have this new song that is pretty simple, but it's just me kind of just being frustrated on the track.
You
Like,
think people will connect with that one?
I
They'll
think
connect
so.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear it?
Yeah. If you're gonna play, hey, I'm down for unreleased music. So hey, I'm here, man.
I got you.
That's dope. That's very dope. What's the name of it?
The name is Time to Go, but the two is the number two.
The number sounds good. I love it.
Life's gone so long, just wanna be strong, show you that can't be it alone, and so long, think that's and I've been on my own ever since you did. See, I'm talking never even know you, bitch. How could I ever been there? Question me about it, it's too bad. Need more heartbreaks, jealousy, whoa. It's not hard for me no more. So I think you know it's your time to go. Miles from home, something I can't hold.
That's I like that, man. I really like that. That's dope.
So caught up, there's no explaining.
That's I think that's dope, man. I can't wait for now. I can't wait for that to come out. I think the words, everything, the way you just singing on it, man, I think I see what you're saying. That people will get with that one. The frustration, the relatability. That's dope. That's dope, man. Hey, you heard it here first on InstaViews. Unreleased time to go. What is it? Time to go, right? Time to
Yeah,
go.
time to
Time
go.
to go. Unreleased music from Cam, man. It's dope. Hey, you only get that here on InstaViews. If you ain't here, you missing out. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. So I got my two. I have my two favorite songs from you, and a song that I think is underrated. My two favorites from you is "Betrayed" and "I Miss You." I love "Betrayed" because of the I love "Betrayed" because of the balance between you and your brother. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's a very good song. First of all, the beat, excuse me, very smooth. I love the beat, and I can't get past the first 45 seconds of it. I constantly every time it's exactly 45 seconds into it, I restart it from the jump because it's like I don't know what it is about the song. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I just like it. Not to mention the different sounds that you and your brother have, and like, well, I didn't want to, I wanted to give you your time to shine without bringing up Zach because when I interviewed Zach, I
Oh
wanted
no,
to
I
take
like
your time
that.
too.
Yeah.
So I'm
No,
glad you like that.
Zach's like he's motivated me. Like he's yeah, and we did that whole we did the whole project together. Like
Yeah,
we were in that when we made that together. We were
Mhm.
really in a space to like help each other out, and
Yeah,
that's what ultimately uh, led to us being where we're at. So
yeah.
I think like it was a good time we made that,
It
and we
was.
just made something today. So
It was. I think that it's dope to have two brothers with two, um, not opposing, but like two different sounds, but that balance. But when you put them on the same track together, they balance each other out well. And I think that it says a lot about the chemistry, and it says a lot about, like you said, the motivation to each other and the push to just make a good song. I think it was just dope because it's still your sound with Zach just incorporating his sound and infusing his sound into and then making it something new. I think that's why I really like that song a lot because I listen to a lot of Zach and I listen to now you I listen to a lot of so then I can bring the two together and be like, you know what, this is a perfect blend of the two songs. And then I miss you's lyrics just hit very differently. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's just this time and space that I'm in right now. But for me, it's like it just a very, 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 very good song. So those are my two top ones that I keep on repeat. But of course, Hurt Inside, I also keep that one. That one's a very good sleeper. I think it's my underrated because I think that Hurts Inside is just those lyrics as well are very, very good. And then also the visual that you put out with it, I think it matched up well with the song. And sometimes a lot of people can't do that. They'll put out a visual that throws off the song or put out a song that throws out the visual. And I think that what you did was you're showing that you do have a balance and you are aware of what you're saying and how you're doing it and how you want to execute. And that says a lot about the music and the artists behind the music as well. So I think that that's why I enjoy listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's me, man. That's mine. And then the first song I ever heard from you was Everything. I think Everything was the very first
Oh
song.
yeah,
So, and that was the one that made me feel like I was on the beach, and that one made me feel like just like
I'm
a
good.
just really, it was just a cool vibe, cool song, and so I really did like that song a lot. Um, what is as we bring it down to these last couple questions? What is your most accomplished moment as an artist?
Ooh, um, I think what made me feel good.
Mhm.
It's I don't know if it's accomplished or not, but what made me feel good was there was like this studio session at Duke, and I got invited to it by Marco Luca,
Mhm.
and he basically invited a lot of people, and Zion Williamson was
Mhm.
just like there with his friend, and they were trying to like see like, okay, how can we like make a label or something. So it was cool to just hang out with Zion, and like he's my age or younger. I'm not really sure, but it was just cool to like have some respect from someone like who has had a lot of success.
Mhm.
And yeah, so that felt really good when he was like commenting on my music, and I that made me feel accomplished because prior to that he was talking about like Obama and
Mhm.
Michael Jordan. Like he was talking about all these people, and I was like, it feels really good to like have that type of validation.
Mhm.
So that made me feel like, okay, like I know like anyone who is gonna compliment me or give me validation is gonna like I will respect them and appreciate them for that. But it's like someone like him who's like seen a lot of gains, and like yeah, like I just felt really good about that like whole
Mhm.
day, and I really connected with everyone, and just hang out with him, and like I felt accomplished. So I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I've made it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I've made it. Like I was like, oh shit, I made it. Like
I mean, that's he. You got a guy who, and I saw the pictures from that. I saw the pictures from last. Obviously, I follow all of the what I call my North Carolina boys, but like, so I seen like all the pictures and the videos posted in the short video posted, and I thought that that was a dope moment just for people that I listen to, even before Raleigh Wood blew up, even before like all of this happened that really put like they really did put NC on the map for me. I was because the only people that I was listening to from North Carolina was really like Lute and J.Cole. And then once I
Right.
really met Les, and then Les put me on, he kind of like through Les, I got introduced to Jackson. Through Jackson, I got introduced to Zach, and then through Zach, I got introduced to you, to your music. And it was just really, it's really hard to find this many good artists in an area, especially that many good artists that are all connected. And so for me, I'm looking at the video with Zion, and he's in there, and he's just, and even Marco. Like I listen to Marco, who like, come on, I listen to Marco, and I think Marco's fucking dope, just like the rest of them. But I thought that was an accomplished moment for me to be a fan, to finally see somebody at that like at that high stature, at that high up in the NBA. If it like if that thing matters, you know what I'm saying? Like in the NBA, you see somebody who was like a top draft pick, somebody who bends backboards for a living. He slam dunks. He, you know what I'm saying? He's this superstar that people claim to be the next biggest thing next to LeBron. Coming in there, being genuine, complimenting people.
Yeah.
I even thought that was dope. I thought that was crazy. So
We got McDonald's. Like
yeah.
he showed me a move, and I'm like, I'm not even that like. Right now, I'm not that strong,
Hmm.
and he like showed me a move, like did this. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, oh my god.
He's yeah. That's,
Yeah,
you know what,
I wouldn't
that was
want to be in
dope.
the car with him.
No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't. I've seen the dunks he makes, and he would probably kill me on the way up. So it's all right. I know where to stay in my lane though, so it's fine. It's fine. I stay in my lane. Um, so here we go. What is your end goal? Like as an artist, as a person, what is the big like in this bigger picture to life? Because I ask this question to everybody because I believe that there is a bigger picture, and I definitely agree with you that through these labels, through these divides, like people like to put labels on us, whether this like Democrat, Republican, liberal, right wing, whatever it is, they like to give us these titles and they love to give us these labels. But I always believe that there's a bigger picture, there's a grander picture in the end, and we should all be working together towards this bigger picture of what it is we want to accomplish. And so, for you as an individual, as an artist, or whatever scale, what is your end goal?
I would say my end goal is basically to just have people connect across like all boundaries, because I don't know, I hate to see like people not get along, because I'm just really, I don't know, I like to like, sorry, I'm like yawning.
No, it's all good. It's all,
I like to just see people getting along, and I think for me, like I think like being bullied, because like I would try to like get along with everyone. I
mhm.
literally be friends with anyone, and I couldn't. Like it wasn't possible to do that
Mm,
in public school, like because whatever school you're at, it wasn't possible to be friends with like like everyone. And I'm still trying
mm.
to kind of like make friends across all ends. Because once you do that,
Mhm.
then you have a more
I'm listening. Sorry, getting phone
yeah,
calls.
no, it's fine. You have a more like a vivid picture of like how the society interacts with each other.
Hmm.
So I really just want to bring people together and just have people have some more love for each other, because like it's all like fake love nowadays, and I just
Hmm.
want this real love. I want realness. I want people to like say what they feel, and just yeah, we need love. Like it's been said, Stevie Wonder loves in me of today. Like
Yeah,
he said that like what 40, 50 years ago. Like
yeah,
he said that a while back, and
and still true to this day.
still true. Yeah, like
Yeah,
so I think people just need to like get a hold of what matters
yeah,
to them, and try to reach other people through that.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, all right. So last question. All right, this has been a great conversation. I've enjoyed this like a lot, and I think it's going to make me. I know it's going to make me enjoy your music a lot more. Just seeing where your mind is, and then being able to go back and listen to music and hear what you're saying with the mindset that you just like given out. I think that is dope. So I've enjoyed this whole conversation like very very like thoroughly. So I appreciate you first of all, but Um, put the people on. If there's one thing, one song that you could tell people to listen to get them hooked and to listen to you more, what is the song that you would recommend?
Go listen to Hurts Inside. You
Go
know, I
listen.
got my new video out.
Mhm.
Like I
Mhm.
got yeah, got some promo.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
choice.
probably gonna make some shirts soon. Like, you know,
Yeah,
whatever you wanna, however you wanna support me, uh, YouTube, whatever, like
yeah,
Spotify, whatever platform you want.
yeah.
Just go listen to it. It'll make your day better. Help you feel better.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's
you're
cool.
doing
All
a
right.
favor.
I love it, man. So tell people where to find you, your Instagram, your handles, whatever it is you want to give people. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me at Cam Cokas, CamCokas,
Hmm.
Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, maybe even Twitter.
Hmm.
My tweets aren't that great. I have good retweets though.
Yeah, huh?
Uh,
So maybe they're better than what you think. Yeah.
maybe, but
Mm.
YouTube,
Okay.
you can find me Cam Cokas, or if you want to look at the new video,
Hmm.
go to Underrated Views. It's on there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, Cam, this has been an honor, man. I really do appreciate you, guy. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being honest. Keep being true to yourself, and hopefully that bleeds over to what everybody else needs in the world, man. I think we need a lot more people like you with your mindset, and we'd be a lot better off. So, I appreciate you for taking the time to do this. To everyone else, we will be back. Did you have any last final thoughts, man, that you wanted to say anything?
uh, final thoughts are I want this quarantine to be over. I want to see people.
Same, 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 same,
So
absolute same. There you have it, folks. This was the second episode of InstaViews with Cam Cokas. Please follow him on everything. Go listen to Hurts Inside. Stream it 1,000,000,000,000,000 times if you can. We will be back with more InstaViews as we figure out a platform. You see, I'm slowly trying to figure things out, but very informal, but very appreciated conversations with people I think are the dopest. This was another episode of InstaViews. I love you. I appreciate you, but you know that though. It's your boy Marcus J. Destin.